Up, y'all? I am here because I have a semi milestone that I am reporting. All right. So, in the last month, June, in 31 days, as you can see, I have gotten a total of 1,248,404 steps. All right. Now, it's a semi milestone. And you'll probably find out a little bit later why I'm saying a semi milestone. I should say PR. But yeah, so 1 million, 1.2 million steps. Um, all the stats are right here on the phone for the most part. On average, I'm walking a little over 41,000 steps a day, for all 31 days. Now, I don't pay too much attention to the caloric number or the cal number right there because I'm not really sure what they're basing that off of. Everything else is pretty reasonable in terms of how they would get that, obviously counting steps, and you can reasonably count the distance traveled, based off of steps, Um, so it seems pretty straightforward as far as that. The calories, I'm a little bit more iffy on, so I don't really pay attention to that as much. Um, Personally, like I don't, it was never really all that amazing to me that, I would do so many steps, walk so much. But, when I would tell people about it, they would say, oh, that's fascinating, like, I guess it's a thing to, do a whole lot of walking now. I don't know. But what kind of caught my eye was most of the distance traveled. Like right here, it says average 19.69 miles, basically 19.7 miles, is what I'm averaging on a daily basis. So, again, this is in 31 days. Um, this 41,000 isn't it isn't the most I've ever done in a day. That's actually a little bit or quite a bit higher. Um, we'll probably get to that in a later video. But if I go over to the 7 days tab, it lets me know, what I did in this past week. Um, so I'm uploading this video on July 1st, a Friday. So I'm not going to be doing you know, much more walking. I'm actually calming down for the day. But from June 25th to July 1st, I had averaged a little over 42,000 steps, averaged 20 miles this last week. So I was really getting the miles, this past week. So, and then I had 295,000 steps. Okay, so that's good. It gives me an idea of what kind of step average or where I need to be around to get, in that million step range for the month. So I'm going to see if I can go to previous days, or sorry, my bad. I'm going to see if I can go to previous weeks. Yeah, okay, so the 7 day period before this past week, the 19th to the 25th, I averaged a little bit less. I was a little over 39,000 steps, okay? Um, I was averaging less in terms of miles as well. I was at 18.7. So instead of walking from where I live to Atlanta, I'd probably be walking from where I live to just shy of Atlanta, you know. Total steps was also down, 276,000, basically a quarter of a million, a little over a quarter of a million. So a little bit slower, as you can see. Wait, actually, so from what I'm seeing, I averaged less steps a day, but I did more total steps within the week. Fascinating, fascinating. And apparently, I only achieved my target 3 times, 3 days out of the week, whereas I did less steps, but I achieved my target more often. So I'd have to look into that, maybe address that in a future video. Who knows? Week before that, the 12th to the 18th, back up to the 40,000 step a day average. Um, my total steps for that week from the 12th to the 18th, 281,000. Um, I hit my target. And so, yeah, this is so far is my best week of, June. So, and the beginning week, because like it has from the 4th backwards, but um, that goes into May. So I don't know if I'm gonna count that really in this video. I'll just end here as far as for, the weeks. Um, Looking at my first week, my first true week of June, I was really getting it in. Like I was, shoot, man, like my legs were going all day. 47,000 steps on average a day in that June 5th to the 11th. 22.2 miles averaged a day. And I went ham as far as total steps that week at 330,000. So, turns out my first week was my best week. Figure that. And my worst week at 250,000, my worst week was this past week. So that's fascinating. But anyway, I figured, I give y'all, let y'all know about what happened. So I'll see y'all in the next update. Peace.